Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Tom Hudner was a friend of mine, and for years he came back to the city of Fall River and gave back at every chance he had. He was a member of the board of directors of Battleship Cove, same time I was, and I got to know him very well. He was a very humble man, but he did extraordinary things, not only for his receiving the Medal of Honor, but in giving back to this community. And one day I read an article about all the famous people that had given back to the city and were from the city, and Tom Hudner's name was not on it. And I found that kind of upsetting and hard to believe. So I embarked on trying to get his name out to the community, and we were lucky enough with the hard work of our state reps and state senator to name the Heritage Park building after Captain Hudner. And we asked Brian Fox to do a portrait of him, and the original hangs in Heritage State Park building. And Brian's here with us today. And I also felt that it was a great place to have it hanging here in City Hall, so that when people come in to do their everyday business, they might see his portrait and read about his story and his friendship with Jesse Brown, the first black naval aviator in the country's history, who died in Korea on December 4th, 1950. Tom tried to save him. He crash landed his plane in the mountains, put out a fire in his plane, and worked tirelessly to try and get him out of the plane. He was stuck in the plane, and that's where Jesse passed away. But Jesse Brown, in a period of, as we know, back in the 50s, racism, he overcame tremendous odds to become a naval aviator. And in doing so, he met Tom Hudner and they became friends, which was unusual. So Tom's story and the fact that he grew up right here in Fall River, a great city to live in and grow up in and learn in, I think is an important story for all of us to know here in Fall River, and especially for our young people in Fall River to hear about what he has done and where he came from. So I don't know, the mayor would like to speak, and we have Brian here too. Mr. Mayor, thank you.
No, Paul, thank you. Paul has been a lifelong friend, and he did great work to bring this photo here of Captain Hudner. It's very important. But I want to thank everybody for attending the unveiling of this limited edition print of Captain Tom Hudner, a Fall River native. The original painting of Thomas Hudner hangs in the recently dedicated Heritage State Park. Captain Hudner was a Fall River native, a Navy officer, and a Navy aviator who rose to the rank of captain and was awarded the Medal of Honor. By President Truman for his valiant efforts to save his wingman, as Paul just described, Jesse Brown. We are extremely proud of Captain Hudner, his bravery, his dedicated service to the country, and we want to thank Paul again and Donna and the family of Harold Hudner, Bay Coast Bank, St. Anne's Credit Union, Joe and Joanne Marshall, and the Riverside Art for their generous donation of this print, and of course again Brian Fox for his tremendous work. This print will hang in the lobby of Government Center so we can acknowledge the efforts and the bravery of Captain Hudner every single day. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to a close friend of mine. She's obviously here to say a few words about how important this is to her also, Representative Carol Fiola.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Paul. What a great day. It's just another example of how we honor veterans in this community, how we rally and bring a lot of people together. And thanks to you, because of your friendship and recognition of how important Thomas Hudner was, not only to Fall River, which is key, but to the world, and sending a message, a very important message of unity and acceptance and friendship and kindness. It was exciting to be at Heritage Park when we dedicated the building in his honor and in his name, to have his family there with us. But again, another example of how this community rallies and comes together to recognize and honor people who are very special, and in particular our veterans. It is our goal, and I know it's Paul's goal, and the mayor's, and Brian's, and the veterans groups, that when young people come into this building, especially with their family members, and they turn around and go, "Who's that?" that the story be told, that bravery and happens right here in the city of Fall River. So it's an honor to be here on behalf of my colleagues, Senator Rodrigues, Representative Sylvia, Representative Willett, and we'll always stand behind you. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Well, you're going to invite up,
Brian,
let's
you wanna-
invite
you
the
wanna
artists.
Say anything? Keep proud. Not really, but you want to unveil it? Yeah.
Ken and Talos.
Brian, how are you? Good, nice to see you, buddy.
Are we just pulling this, Paul?
Yeah,
Is that
pull
what
it,
we're
the
doing?
clip should just
Is
go.
it safe to just yank?
Yeah, it should.
Ready, Brian? 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Oh, beautiful.
Very-
Well, I play with paint for a living, so it's an incredible honor to when people like Paul approach me and say, "Hey, look, I got a great project for you." So I take it very serious, and it's a big responsibility. So, that's how the project came about, and I'm always humbled by being asked to do these things.
And I know you've done other similar work in terms of veterans
Yeah.
and military history. Is that something that's close to your heart, in general?
Yeah, it's close to my heart. It's become close to my heart. As you get to know any of these veterans, how can it not be? So because I have this relationship with these different veterans, you turn around, you want to represent and create their narratives for them and help them to be remembered. Thanks.
I'm going to jump in here. Brian's got a showing at the Narrow Center starting in October of all of his military paintings, and they are unbelievable. So it's going to be at the Narrows for 3 months. Hopefully everybody can get down there and see his works from World War II on through. Hopefully people will come and see his works.